We always buy vegetables with the intention of eating them all, but sometimes not be able to use them up and go to waste. So today, let's explore how we can store vegetables longer so that you will never spoil them again. Garlic. I went to the farmer's market the other day, and what local farmer told me is that the best way to store the garlic is to keep it in the newspaper and then put it to the fridge. I've been keeping it at the room temperature, but he told me the ideal temperature to keep the garlic is 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. It makes sense because the garlic mostly grows in the northern part of Japan. He told me if you think of the location where the specific vegetable grow will be the ideal environment for vegetable to thrive. For example, you don't want to keep the bananas in the fridge as they grow in a tropical place. It might be just me, but whenever I use garlic, I usually saute it with the oil, whether it's a stir fry or soups. So marinating in the oil will make my cooking life a lot easier as I don't need to chop up the garlic multiple times a week. So let me show you how. We have garlics, oil, and salt. Remove the skin. Here's a little tip for you. If you can't peel the skin smoothly, soaking it in water for a couple of minutes would help.
ペペペペってくる。3分は浸そうみんな。そしたらいい感じ。あ、やりすぎちゃった。ほら、わかる？もう空間があるの。皮と身の間。そういうことよ。
Minced garlic. Food processor will speed things up if you have one. After that, add garlic and oil along with salt. Cook it on low for about 10 minutes or until your kitchen starts to smell amazing. We don't want to burn the garlic, so keep the heat low and stir them consistently.
すごいね。感じ。いい匂い。
Transfer to the glass jar and keep it in the fridge for 10 days or up to a month in the freezer. The exact measurement is on my blog. The link is in the description box as always. You can add it to the pasta, soups, smother on toast and make a dressing, you name it. Next, mushrooms. Mushrooms are one of the most perishable vegetables, so to prevent that, freezing is the most recommended way. It will last up to a month. Freezing it will break the cell wall and bring out more umami taste when it's cooked. Try to buy a couple of mushrooms at a time as each mushroom has a different aroma and nutrition to it. You don't need to wash mushrooms. If you find some dirt, wipe it off with a kitchen cloth, then it's ready to cook.
Today is Friday, December 31st.
I find enoki mushrooms are hard to handle when they are frozen, so I prefer to cut them into small pieces. This is what it's like after it's frozen. It comes out like this. It's one block of mushrooms, but you can tear them off. If you don't want to make a mess like me, you can store the smaller portions individually. Another way, which is my favorite way, is simmering multiple kinds of mushrooms with pickled plum, which is umeboshi in Japanese. Pickled plum will help to preserve it longer. All you have to do is to add all the mushrooms, pickled plum, mirin, soy sauce, and dashi into one pot. Then cook it down until all the liquid is gone. You can add it to the salad, top it on the rice, or even add it to the tofu. It's good too. All the recipes I mentioned here are on my website. Cabbage. The growth will be stopped and nutrients will be preserved by removing the growth points. For cabbage, it's the base of the core.
まあ無理だよね。どう取る？
俺危ない。怖いから。やめて。
しょうがない。
stuffing the wet kitchen towel to where the coal was placed will prevent it from drying out. Then keep it in the bag, then vacuum the air as much as you can. This will also apply to lettuce or other leafy greens. And just a heads up, you could freeze these leafy greens, but I personally don't recommend as it will change its texture. It will lose the crunchy texture and ends up quite mushy when it's thawed. Carrots. If you store it as a whole, again, removing the growth point is effective. Cut off the roots of leaves. If it comes with the leaves, cutting off the leaf parts is recommended as leaf will continue to grow and absorb all the nutrients. Same thing can apply to radishes. By wrapping the carrots with a kitchen towel, we'll maintain the humidity appropriately. Put it in a bag or airtight container, then keep it in the fridge. It will last up to 2 weeks. Room temperature is not the ideal for carrots unless you are living in a very cold place. If you have leftovers, I will always chop them up into small pieces and keep it in a container. In a way, it's always ready to be used. For my case, I mostly use it for making soups or stir fry, so I prefer them into thin matchsticks or small dice. You can also freeze them and use them in any cooking without thawing out. Like I mentioned, freezing will break the cell wall and shorten the cooking time. Yay! In order to make this video, I read multiple books and searched online, and it says freezing is the most effective way in terms of maintaining the nutrition of vegetables. Personally, I always believe making soup is the most suitable way for my busy lifestyle. You can make a larger portion once and it will be happily kept in the freezer for up to 3 weeks. If you are someone who tends to spoil vegetables, I have a couple soup recipes using carrots. Again, the link is in the description box. By the way, this year I'm starting to send you newsletters with the tips and the recipes like this. That's another way to support you and connect you at a deeper level. So if you haven't subscribed already, please join our mailing list. The link is in the description box below. Broccoli. Remove the stem and florets. Cut the florets into small pieces. Place them into the container lined with a kitchen towel. And for the stem, I will remove the outer top layer where it's too fibrous to eat and chop inside into small pieces. Again, it's convenient to cut into pieces that are easy to use later on. Then keep it in the fridge for 4 to 5 days. Broccoli is a winter seasonal vegetable in Japan, so you don't want to keep it at the room temperature. You can freeze them too. This is how it's like after 5 days in the fridge. It's got a bit dry, but still enjoyable in my opinion. For me, I would often steam and store it into the container when I plan to use them all in less than 2 days. Or my broccoli soup and broccoli omelette are perfect recipe to use up before it becomes sad looking. Let me leave the link in the description box again. I assume many of you don't want to use the plastic bags, neither do I, but some vegetables such as broccoli and onion are producing them in ethylene gas, which will cause the other vegetable to spoil faster. So keeping it airtight container bag helps to keep other vegetable fresh, and also the bag will prevent the vegetable from drying out. If you have any suggestion how not to use the plastic bag but keeping it fresh, please share in the comment section below. Onion. For the onion, I keep it at the room temperature. It's ideal to keep them in a cool and dark areas. Onion don't like the humidity, so if you have a paper bag or just wrap it with a newspaper, that would be great. Onion is the base of my cooking, especially when it comes to stir fry or soup, so chopping it into smaller pieces and storing them into airtight container in the fridge or freezer reduces the friction in my cooking. It might lose some of the nutrients, but I find it's better than not using it up before it's spoiled. Bean sprout. When I was researching, one very interesting way caught my eye, so let me share that. It says keep them in water and it will last a couple of days in the fridge, and this will also maintain the crunchy texture. So I tried it.
食。
I do meal prepping weekly. My approach to meal prepping is to make ready-to-eat meals. In a way, you can just reheat them whenever you want and sometimes repurpose the dishes into totally different meals. If you want to learn how to plan and prepare meals in the most efficient way, now I have a course where I teach how to form long-lasting healthy eating habits using Japanese cooking. If that's something you are interested in, please join our course. I'll be there to support you, and there's a like-minded people with the kindest heart. So check out the link in the description box below, and thanks a lot for watching. See you on the next one. Bye!